Hello guys, it's Ted Burnett. Today's Wednesday, June 24th, 2015, and today Toastmasters met and I got to give my first speech, which was an icebreaker. The topic was about me and it was a 4 to 6 minute speech. I talked about my writing as well as the challenges I had growing up with learning disability and problems with writing and English and grammar, reading comprehension, and as well as speaking out loud in class, as well as getting in front of the class and presenting some sort of book report or speech. It got no better in college, and it was no better in the work world. I was a salesman for 9 years, gave a lot of presentations on the products that I was selling, and I was not very good at speaking or demonstrating those products in front of a little group of people, maybe 4 or 5 people. If I had something go wrong with that demonstration, I'd break out in a sweat, get nervous, and just lose my composure. It was not good. So today I delivered my speech, got nervous at one point, but I was told I did a good job, and I was up against one other person who gave a very interesting speech, and the group voted me best speaker for that day. So that was exciting, given my experiences in life with public speaking as a kid to as somebody in the workforce, and I know how scary that is, the anxiety that creates, and how easy it is just to write something like that off, some sort of skill that's so critical to our lives as communicating as well as our careers. And this is my second stab at going back into Toastmasters. The first time I tried it was in 2003, and the group was a little too professional for me at the time. I was trying to take baby steps, and they just weren't patient enough for me to grow and develop into being a speaker. I've also been writing for the last 8 years, and I believe that's done a lot of good in changing my mindset about what it is I think I can do, and instead of having limitations that I'm focusing on, instead today I'm focusing on goals, and they're very high goals. I'm an ambitious person. I work almost every day on my goals, and that's a far cry from where I was as a student who hated school, as well as somebody in the career field as a salesperson who never liked a single job I had. So I'm happy with my life, quality of life. I've done 1 or 2 radio interviews in the past year. I've done 2 TV interviews and 1 newspaper interview. So I know that if I want to step into the arena of public speaking, maybe as a politician or as an advocate, activist for the causes that interest me, I got to learn to speak well, and I'm excited after day 1 in Toastmasters with speech number 1 down, and with more to go. So we all have things in our life where we feel burned from the past, from some situation or experience, and we close the door on that experience and write off whatever opportunities go along with that skill, that that talent, that hobby, that job. And I would encourage you to reconsider if you're stuck in your life, if you're unhappy with your career, if you need some growth, then look to your past and and look to, what's holding you back. We all know the answers to these questions. We don't need a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor to tell us what's happened in our life and why our life is where it is today. So, the economy is a mess. There's no better time than today to try something new, whether it's starting your own business, whether it's taking up a new skill and seeing what it does for you in your career, at home, in other activities of your life, including developing leadership skills. So anyway, I'm out here at the end of the day. This is Bayfront Park right here in Daphne, Alabama on Mobile Bay. Usually we have really good sunsets. We had a late storm around 4 o'clock that blew through, and so I decided I would come out here and set up my equipment and share my thoughts for today, and maybe I'll do that another day. Anyway, glad to have you. Hope this helps.